with Spotify here? There we go. Yeah. I don't know why it says it's loading. Oh, are you on offline mode on here?
No, I'm not on offline mode, but it's downloading new songs in playlists that I have set to offline mode. So it's downloading those songs again because they're new. Because I haven't had it open since the last time.
Okay, so there was no updates for theme park. Everything was still the same. But let's talk about the updates for my channel real quick. And as you do realize that my Halloween park is now loaded, I am not going to be loading in the other stream park because I did a lot of work on the thing yesterday. I was literally working until midnight to finish that thing, so... And I want to save all the things that I did for the creation video, but we'll get to that. So, I have recorded all the water rides. I think there's one person's water ride that I haven't recorded, and I will get to that. But the water ride video will be out next Friday, which is the 21st. Friday the 21st will be the water rides video will be released. I want to make the creation video for the stream park. I'm gonna try to do Monday, but if not Monday, then Wednesday. And I'm gonna still try to keep up my regular schedule of Tuesday tutorials and Thursday with a Let's Build, which this week, coming up week, will be another big Disneyland, so we're gonna do Indiana Jones again. Let's see, and then the following Friday, I will hopefully have the video up for the multi-theme parks, because I will be recording them all throughout the next 2 weeks, which there isn't. I think there's only literally 5, so this shouldn't be a problem. I'll record them, and that video will be out the following Friday, which is Friday the 29th, which happens to also be the day that recreation
28th.
coasters are due.
28th.
28th, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. 28th, which I just realized that on that sign that I had, like that thing that I made from my videos, it says 27th, which is wrong. Friday's the 28th. So 28th is whenever recreation coasters are due. I have a lot of recreation coasters. I'm very excited for that video. But they are due on the 28th. And that will also be the day that multi-theme park competition video will be released. So I have a lot of videos coming up. And I'm hoping that I will get on schedule now, because I've been way off schedule with the competition videos. Because I've been postponing because I haven't been enough. But I have enough recreation coasters that I am going to finally get on schedule. Right after the recreation coasters, by the way, I think the next competition is the movie theme parks. No, wait. That's not correct. I forgot October. The next thing would be Halloween parks, which I only have one submission so far for that. And we're going to be working on mine today. I also wanted to talk about... I already talked about the schedule, talked about the creation park. I want to talk about next year's plans. But before I talk about that, I should probably actually talk about Christmas first. Since that actually comes before next year. So for Halloween, I'm going to be doing this stream park for Dark Tales. And, but for Christmas, I'm not gonna do a whole park. I'm just gonna do a very big dark ride that is going to be based off the Christmas Carol. So my plan is to what if we already what?
Yeah, that's that one.
What if we already had a park and added a Fright Nights expansion to it? I will take expansions, like if you're just like have a certain section of a park that's Halloween, I will take it. So Halloween we're gonna have this whole park, which I'm gonna try to finish this park before Halloween so that the creation video will be out Halloween day. So that's gonna be fun. Because I literally have less, like a month and 2 weeks or something to do that now. And but for Christmas, I'm going to build a dark ride based off the Christmas Carol, which, if anybody knows what the Christmas Carol is, it's the story with Ebenezer Scrooge and how he's visited by 3 ghosts on Christmas Eve night. So I'm going to be doing a whole dark ride based on that because it's literally one of my favorite Christmas movies. And yeah. I had this idea a while ago and I was gonna do like a whole park, but then I decided to just do a dark ride of it. So that's gonna be what Christmas is going to be. And next year's plans, I have a lot of things planned for next year. I have a lot of ideas for more competitions. I definitely know for sure that there's gonna be another recreation park video. There's gonna be more recreation coasters because I know there's still a lot out there. It's got a lot of submissions for that, so those I know are 2 very popular things, so I'm gonna redo those. But I also plan on also doing top 10 nature theme parks because that is a very big theme in theme park, is to do nature parks, and I love nature parks, so we're gonna be doing nature parks competitions. But the question is, what am I gonna do with the stream? Because right now we have the Halloween park, and then we'll have the Christmas dark ride. But then next year, what will the stream be? Well, I had several ideas. I'm gonna do a couple random things. Like, I was already planning that one stream is literally going to be me showing you how I edit a video, so one will just be me editing a video of probably a competition or something. Probably not a competition because I don't want people to know what order they're in before the video comes out, but probably just like a creation video or something. I don't know. Something that takes a lot of editing. Not something that's super simple like my Let's Builds. Probably like a very extensive tutorial or something. So I'll do that just so people can actually see what my process is for recording. And I also probably wanted to do a couple like tutorial-like streams for people's most asked questions. So I'll probably like release a thing where people can submit the most things that they want to see me do in theme parks, so that they like the things that they want to know how you can do it. Especially I get a lot of questions about my decals. I get a lot of questions about that, and maybe I can actually show the process of how I get decals and what I do, and maybe some sort of building thing. There is a possibility that I may do a Let's Build Together park, which is going to be kind of like how the For the Fans section was, where people get to build in the park. And that way it'll also let people get in another dark ride fan ride. So we might do that. But the biggest announcement I'm gonna make, and I don't want people to freak out, I don't want you to go crazy because this is still a big what if. But I had this crazy idea earlier that it could be a possibility that one of the streams could be the build battle. Because I was thinking to myself, well, I don't want to record build battle anymore. But if I put very strict rules on who can be in build battle, like people who are in Discord, so you would have to be in Discord to be in the build battle. And if I just did it on stream, instead of sitting there and recording, which some of the build battle would be a little bit boring on stream, but it'd just mostly be me walking around and just making sure you can see what everyone is doing. But yeah, I was thinking that if it's gonna come back, if I'm really gonna bring build battle back, first of all, it won't be like it was where it's like seasons and every week. It'll just be every once in a while I will announce a build battle that people can be in. And since now that there is 6 people allowed in the server, if we do the math there, if excluding me, you can either have a build battle that consists of 5 people, which that would be really cool, but that would definitely just be something that's just a ride or something. But the whole thing is, I was like, oh, maybe we can do teams, but then there'd still be an odd person out.
Or you just do 4 contestants, you, and then Rabbiz or some other admin.
Yeah, another admin to watch.
Yeah.
And make sure, like, we just have another admin in there. Or it could just be 2 on 2. And they could build bigger things. Which would also which was also another reason why it couldn't just be every week. Because that would also take me a lot of modifying my build battle park. Which, right now, is only divided into 3 different things, because before there was only 4 people, so I would have to fix it now so that it's for 5 people. But anyway, that's a big what if. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I am announcing that if build battle comes back, if I really decide to do it, it will be a live stream thing only. It won't be a regular video like it used to be, and it won't have a sign up thing like it used to. Literally, if you want to be in build battle, you have to be in the Discord. The reason for that being that one of the main problems I had with build battle is I couldn't get everyone there all the time that I needed. And trying to explain things to people in build battle, like times and where they lived and stuff, you can't do that on Discord. It blocks you every single thing that you say if you say a date or a time or a place.
You mean Roblox?
Roblox, I mean. Yeah, you can't do that on Roblox, because anytime that you try to tell somebody a date or a time or a place, it just blocks you. So the only way that I could organize people is if they're in the Discord, because then I can have like a timer countdown thing in there so they can see when the day is and like everything like that. So one thing will be that you'll have to be in the Discord if you want to be in build battle. And build battle will only be during streams. So just a little reminder for people who don't already know how to get into Discord. There is a link at the bottom of this page, of our Twitch page, that will send you to Discord, or there is a link at the header of my YouTube channel, or you can go to PJBAMM.com and there is a link at the bottom of each page. Once you join the Discord, you will have to verify your Roblox account with Roverbot. Whenever you join, it should tell you, it will send you a direct message. The bot will send you a direct message about how to verify your account. If it doesn't, then you can tag an admin in the welcome channel and they will help you. Once you are verified, you will be sent into the main chat and you can read the rules for the server and my private servers on Theme Park Tycoon, and tell an admin or me that you agree to them, and they will give you the VIP rank, which will give you access to all 4 links of our 4 VIP servers. Okay? So I just want to make that little announcement. Now people can start freaking out. Build battle! Which I already see people doing that in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this real quick. And Bushi and Pancake have given us 100 cheers. Woohoo! Cheers to build battle, she said. Hey, how do you change the thing to dashboard again? Like this? Is it? So I can see the list of people?
That's the fourth one.
Oh, the live. There, that's better. She says, party 100 cheers to build battle, is what she said. Now this game is being super slow. And Jim Bob, just so you are aware, time starts now for the 20 minutes.
Problem is Jim Bob has to go, so Rabbits needs to get in there.
Okay.
Which, good luck trying to get Rabbits in there and not someone else.
Well, like I said, Wilda, like, one of them, because there's 6 spots, one of them I just might have me and an admin in there for the build battle, and then either have a 2-on-2 battle or a 4 against. So that way that the admin can make sure everything's going good.
Quickly, for everyone that's currently trying to get into the server, can you make sure to close your roadblocks real quick so that Rabbits can get in when Jim Bob leaves? Because it's important that Rabbits gets in.
I need my admin in here to make sure people leave. The only thing that I wish that we had set up before I started the stream was my picture thing, but a lot of people said that my concept art for this thing wasn't very accurate. But basically, I didn't do Rabbits. Gave us 400 bits for PogChamp 400. Thank you for the 400 bits. I didn't do much down here. I just added like a car ride, but I didn't decorate it or anything. I just made a building for it, and then Jim Bob had his mouse coaster over here, and I added a merry-go-round, and I added a tiny little like twister coaster over here that you can't see because it's in the dark because I didn't light anything yet. And Pushin gave us 200 bits. Pride 100, Pride 100.
Pushin and Rabbits are fighting for first place.
They're fighting! But I'm gonna go over to my wall over here real quick for people that weren't here last week so I can kind of explain the idea for this Halloween park real fast, and then I will go over my idea for the layout, and then we'll work on some terrain, and then hopefully get around to the entrance before the end of the stream. So, Dark Tales, gonna be based on older spooky tales, dark fairy tales. So we have the mummy, swamp monster, zombies, Frankenstein. We're gonna put Salem in there, which will also have the Sanderson sisters in it from Hocus Pocus, which aren't really old, but I may add a few like not old things, like kind of like Easter egg kind of things around everywhere. Oh jeez. Rabbits is giving us 1,000 bits. I hope you guys enjoyed the singing cowboy. And Rabbit says PogChamp 1000. So I will have like a few like non-old things thrown into the park with kind of like Easter egg kind of thingies, like the Sanderson sisters and maybe like The Walking Dead or something, like something that points to The Walking Dead and zombies. I'm gonna have werewolf. I'm gonna have Dracula's castle. My ghost is gonna be Bloody Mary, which I have a very good idea for that ride, and I'm excited for that one. Sleepy Hollow, which was the idea of Adapt Archer, who is also in the stream I see over there. We're gonna have a Sleepy Hollow. We're gonna have Phantom of the Opera. Johannes B has started following us. Thank you, Johannes. And we're gonna have some sort of alien type thing. Some of these things are gonna be underground with this layout that I'm making. Like the mummy and the alien type thing are probably all gonna be underground. Because you're gonna get like transported there. And this is the time when I'm gonna go up now and kind of explain what's going on. And if people are wondering why my money park is so heavily detailed, it is actually because it is part of the park. This is just a simple little Halloween town which is going to stay here. It's not going to get deleted because it is the entrance for the NPCs, and I thought I might as well make it nice. So I'm gonna go up here now. Okay, is Rabbit's not in here yet?
No, Sausage King got in instead, even though I asked people to not.
Well, can somebody please let Rabbids in, please? And if you do have to leave in it and your 20 minutes is not up yet, then you can come back. Yes, please, Sausage King, could you leave, please? Let Rabbids in. Now, I've kind of painted this, but let me kind of explain, because it probably looks very confusing at the point. So all the gray rock at the moment, this is all going to be cliffs. It'll be very heavily terrain work. It's still not going to be like super hard terrain work, but there is going to be some terrain work in here. This is all cliffs, all this gray rock. But the cliffs are not all going to be the same height. As you can see, there's going to be a cliff in the back, and then it kind of curves around this way. So we're going to just build like a huge picture here is what the whole layout is going to be. The cliff in the back is going to be the tallest, and then it's going to come down this way and get a little bit lower, and it's going to hook around and be low here.
And then Pokemon got in instead.
This
it's so nice that people actually listen.
Yeah. Can someone please let Rabbids in?
Yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon needs to leave now.
So it's gonna be like high up here, and then it's gonna come down and be lower here, and is also gonna lower here, and then this is not gonna be very high at all here. Well, now 2 people left. Wilda left. There's Rabbids. Okay, now we're good, we're good. We're good, Rabbids is here. We're good. Okay. So it's gonna be high up here and then come down and wrap around here. And then this over here, right now it's just dark, so I have to actually paint this actually. I'll grab my paint tool here. This area right here is gonna be where Salem and Sleepy Hollow will be. So it's kind of like 2 towns kind of hidden in the mist of the cliffs. Which, once again, I know it's kind of hard to understand that at this point, but hopefully while I'm sitting here doing the terrain work, it will become more clear. So it's gonna kind of come out this way. Which Rabbids can't hear us on the stream now, right?
What?
Rabbits can't hear us on the stream now, right?
I think she can.
Oh.
She has the stream on her phone and the game on her computer.
Oh. I'm gonna kind of leave it this way a little bit. Oh, she has her phone going, okay. Ooh, it's just me, or is the game really slow right now? Okay. So this whole area here will be like Salem and Darker and Sleepy Hollow. I'm gonna kind of edit this a little bit better over here. It kind of should go like that. We're going to be dealing with a lot of angles in this park, which is something I hope that I can accomplish. I know angles can be done, but I've just never done them before, so I'm hoping I can do it. Okay, so this dark part right here is gonna be water. I have it dark because I want the darkness to be in the water at the time. And then this front part is going to be a little island, which is where the entrance is going to be. And in order to get to this main part, which is going to be connected to all the other parts, you have to take a swan boat ride, which is why I built the very extravagant money park, because it's for the NPCs to enter over here. So we're gonna just get some terrain work done here so I can kind of show you what the plan is. Right now my height limit goes up to 170. So I put the back cliff at 100. Up here in the back cliff, I plan to make the Dracula castle. So it's kind of a little bit reminiscent of my first Halloween park, because that's where the Dracula castle was there too. Just a little bit. No, server not busy. Lift up. Terrain work is very tedious. I was trying to get some more of it done, but I was so busy. Why does the server keep saying it's busy? Seriously, server being
Because
slow.
the taller you make terrain, the longer it takes for it to calculate. I had that same problem when I was making my my SpaceX park.
Yeah, because I'm dragging it all the way up to 100 right now. So, since I'm going to be sitting here and doing boring terrain work for a while to try to show you the thing, and there's not much for me to explain, people can ask me questions. And I can answer them while I'm sitting here trying to drag this terrain up here. See a lot of emojis going on in the stream. Ooh, it like takes so long for it to register because it's so high. What was my first theme park? In this game, Thrillville. That I think even, no, I don't remember what I called the first park that I ever made in this game. But the first park I ever finished was Thrillville, which I have actually shown before in my Q&A video. That was the first one I ever actually finished. Well, I did actually have like one before that, which was like a theme park that was made entirely out of glass walls. Which I showed pictures of before to people. What is my favorite Halloween park the fans have made? Let's see. Let's see if I can remember some of them from last year. Well, I know there's Custards, which obviously was #1, but I'm trying to think. Oh, I really liked the one that Heartless made, which was basically like Spooksville 2.0, but she had some very good, like, custom rides in them. Like rides that she made herself that were not a copy from Spooksville. Pushing. What is your favorite Pride Parade park? There's only one! Yours! I seriously cannot remember any of the parks from last year, which is not saying much. I'm like, why are none of them sticking out to me? Because I remember there was a bunch of good ones. Come on, calculate that. Thank you. Oh, okay, that's what's wrong here. I accidentally had it. Oh, I need to go one more. My favorite. What's that question, Wilda?
He's asking for what's your favorite giant house, and he means his his house ride coaster thing. I am looking forward to people's Halloween parks this year because I'm pretty sure that people have made some since last time. I'm also hoping that Den has a Halloween update again. I don't know if he's going to do the holidays, but I hope he does. And I'm telling you, I was really, like, I loved all the updates, but there is one item, and I haven't even used it down in that little money park, by the way, because the item really annoys me, is, and he never fixed it either. Even though I told him that it's like, you need to fix that. Yeah, where is that? All the way at the end. Woo! Just press 8 wheat. Beep. All the way at the end here, so it's like annoying to get to. These! They're so cute. But why aren't they lights? And why isn't the other pumpkin that he put in there a light either? It's like they have a jack-o'-lantern face, then
they need to have lights in them? If it was just a pumpkin, I would understand, but there's a face. Why aren't these items lit? That was my one complaint. I was like, why aren't they lit? Then they're jack-o'-lanterns.
It's like the one that you can place, you can shove a little light in there with the no collision thing now, but
yeah.
The string light you still can't.
You can't do it. It's like, they're supposed to be lights. It's like they're jack-o'-lanterns, they have a face, they're supposed to be lit up. If it was just a pumpkin, I wouldn't have such a problem with it. But the fact that it's a jack-o'-lantern and it has a face, I'm like, then, be lit up. And like Peter says, you can fix the other one now with the no collision, which is going to be very interesting for all of the... Oh my god, seriously. No, Super Duper Noob is not Dennis. Super Duper Noob just runs a channel called Theme Park Tycoon. Dennis is somebody entirely different. He's Dennis, that's his name on Roblox. Dennis.
How would Den even be Super if Super is a girl and Den is a guy?
True.
Unless it's like multiple personality disorder, but still, Super doesn't know how to code anything.
She does not. They're not the same people. The person who made this game is the person who made Pool Tycoon, which is actually the first game that got me into Roblox.
And he's working on a new one right now,
and he's building a new one now. Pool Tycoon, what was it, 4? So now it's gonna be Pool Tycoon 5.
Yeah. I seriously, I remember Den from all the way at the start when he made Water Tycoon, which was literally just one of the original dropper games.
Water Tycoon.
It was literally like you had a little small factory, and you had the buttons that you had to press on to upgrade your factory, and it dropped little balls, and they were supposedly water, and they had water purifier upgraders and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, most developers on this platform usually start out making dropper games, right?
Some do. I mean, not all of them. The whole thing about the dropper game is, back in the day, those dropper games were new. Nowadays, people just use plugins, or they just copy a model and they place it a few times.
It's annoying me because it's so tall. It's like, calculating, can't calculate. Just need to do it very slow.
And just make bigger pieces at once.
Well, I'm doing one because I accidentally made that one piece too small, and I have to start going down here, so I need this to go up one. Because I have to start making the slope now. So I need it to come out to this place here before I start going down. So it is very annoying because I accidentally had the thing one too small.
Also still, but the dropper thing, not every developer starts with a dropper, because I made 4 games so far and none of them were droppers.
Well, yeah, that's not true. I said, okay, most.
Nah.
I mean, because there's just so many insane, like, there's so many dropper games.
People that make dropper games are not going to make any good games later. The only reason that Den made better games is because he made the original dropper game. The people that make dropper games now, they don't really make anything. They don't program anything. They just copy a model that is free, place it into put it into a world thing, and then just release it.
Almost done. 2 more. So annoying. like I only have 2 more, but I gotta do it like 5 times. This park is gonna be very tall. Okay, so now we're gonna move back to the big one. So now we gotta start going down here because it's gonna be a big curve down. So let's just start here. So that one was 100. So let's take it down to 90. Ultra Gamester 11 has started following us. Thank you for following us, Ultra Gamester 11. And I just noticed that Sausage King was also hosting us, so thank you for doing that. I didn't hear a pling when that happened.
Because the reason it didn't pling was because he didn't have anyone watching when it happened when he hosted.
Oh.
It only gives you notification if someone starts hosting you with viewers.
I'm hoping that once I get this shape down, you guys can actually kind of see my vision. Because I tried to draw some concept art, but it didn't turn out very well. Because I drew it on the computer, and I never draw on the computer. I think it's very hard to get used to.
Yeah, I can't draw at all using a draw pad. I used the draw pad. I used to use the draw pad when I was an intern at a marketing department, because it was faster to use the pen for certain things than the mouse.
I'm just gonna kind of build this thing in big chunks, and then afterwards it's gonna get more detailed on the top. But I'm just trying to build the thing going down.
Also, Will asked what your favorite Dutch city is.
So far? That's a good question. I'll have to think about that for a second. I think so far... I just messed it up. I think so far out of the ones that I've been to... Probably Eindhoven. Probably. I just like that part of the Netherlands, so...
Also for Jacob Stahl, I think. I have no idea if that's how you say it. Nerdy's now working on the Halloween park. And this part, what is this part?
Huh?
What is this part you're making right now?
I'm making the cliffs. Because the whole thing is gonna be cliffs. And the cliffs are gonna be very high in the back. And then wrap around to the front here. So... I'm trying to build that. Which is very long and boring, which is why I was telling people to ask me questions, because this is very tedious work.
Yeah, so if anyone else has any more questions, feel free to ask them.
Yeah.
Because it's probably going to be the only entertaining thing right now, because terrain work takes ages, especially if you make them very
Especially if
tall.
the thing is not calculating every single time.
Mm-hmm.
It's annoying. So this was at 90, so let's see, we're gonna go to 80, I guess? I don't want to get too low too fast, but I am gonna be building this in chunks, so... I don't want the top part, the front part, to be too long. What do you like to do in your free time? Watch Netflix. It's like what I usually do if I'm not in theme park. I watch a lot of Netflix.
That bridge that Pusheen just mentioned, the Erasmus Bridge, I know where that one is and I've been to it.
I just had a funny experience this morning too, like on Facebook, because I have this friend that works at Disneyland, and today she posted this viral video thing that was going around where it's basically like, oh, this is Efteling, it's Disneyland of the Netherlands. And I was like, yeah, I've been there. It's just so weird because like, it's like she's just randomly posting that whenever somebody posts that it doesn't live here. I'm just like, that's kind of weird. What was the size of this thing? So one...
I mean, if we're really going to go into detail, then the Disney is actually the American Efteling, since like Wolf came to the Efteling before he made his park for inspiration. So.
Yes, he did. Walt Disney actually visited the Efteling whenever he was, before he built Disneyland, because Walt Disney always had big plans. He always had big plans for Disney itself. He was never going to be just satisfied with building one park. So he already had the ideas for Walt Disney World and for building Euro Disney. He knew that he was going to eventually want to build Disneyland in Europe one day because he just knew it. So he visited Efteling because he wanted to see what a theme park in Europe was like. And that's whenever he saw the fairy tale forest and he got the idea to basically build Fantasyland. And if you go to like I know in Euro Disney they don't have it, but like if you look at some of the rides that are like in Shanghai Disney and stuff, you can still tell that they still take so much inspiration from Efteling, because literally they have a fairy tale forest in Shanghai now, which is just almost exactly like the one in Efteling, except it's all Disney characters. Like, they still take way inspiration from them. So this one was 70, so now we're going to go down to 60. So this way you can kind of see what my plan is to make that kind of curved cliff. What's going on now in the chat?
Oh, DJ arrived.
Oh.
He's in a hotel right now, being sick. Or ill, as he calls it.
Well, that has to suck to be in a hotel when ill. Oh, Jesus. Look at that money. I knew that doing this terrain work was going to be very expensive.
Talking about being ill, by the way, since people are talking about being ill and doing things now. I had my theory exam for the truck on Monday, I think it was. Was it Monday?
Yeah.
No, Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Thursday. And I was dizzy as heck that day. Like, I was extremely dizzy, but I still had to go there, of course, because it was a freaking driving exam thing. Or a theory exam. But I passed anyway, so. So now I'm one step closer to driving in a truck.
Toot toot. Peter the truck driver.
Thank you, DJ. And Willa just asked you if you he said he's going to go walking on the well, as the Dutch people call it, wads. And he asked if you've ever done that before, and the answer to that is no, because I know that. But basically, what that is when between the Netherlands and the islands of the Netherlands, when the tide is low, you can actually walk between a whole big part of it.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's very soggy.
I know there's like so many things in the Netherlands that I don't do, and that's because I live with somebody that doesn't, not Peter, but like his mom, like she doesn't do much. And like whenever she does do something, like I'm never invited. So there's so much more in the Netherlands that I would like to do. Just haven't had a chance to do some of them yet. So we're at 50 now. I hope my money can survive this. Oh my god, why is there a hole? How did that happen? Why is there a hole here? It's one of those things again where I found these all over the park where like for some reason there's not a stone there. Even though there should be. So weird. I feel like it has to do something with the no collision. Because I have like a ceiling tile below that. I'm gonna bring that here.
Gasliganger asked, will there be a pier to walk across the water, or will there be a water ride?
It's gonna be a swan boat. Which I know I took the... I've seen somebody have the idea before, which is Wilda, by the way. He had that in one of his parks. But it's gonna be a swan boat ride from here, and it's gonna kind of go around here, and then land over in this area, which will be Salem and Sleepy Hollow. Which, yes, it looks very blocky right now, but I'm not gonna sit here and detail it all. I'm just trying to make the shape.
And Bushin was suggesting to add Flying Dutchman do it.
Yeah, I can. If I have the space. Because right now my ghost right now is Bloody Mary, and I have a very good idea for that, but that will just kind of be like a haunted house ride, so... Which, by the way, if anybody has never been to Efteling, you really need to look up the Flying Dutchman coaster there, because it's like my favorite ride in Efteling. I kind of want it to go lower here, but not too much, so Maybe 40 isn't bad. I think that's a good height. My music isn't too loud, is it?
I don't think so. I mean, if it is, someone can people can tell us. But as far as I can hear, it's not too loud.
So I think that's a good thing. I think I'm gonna make that bottom part all 40 high, and I think it'll be good. Who is that park next to me? I see Nightmare Before Christmas. Is that Pusheen? That's Pusheen. Yeah, that's right. I know she showed me that before. I'm like, who is that again? I see so many parks all the time, guys. My brain's just losing it sometimes.
Well, 2 people set the music is fine, so it's probably fine.
There we go again. And random holes everywhere.
No, there's a blue gamer in that hole.
Well, he jumped out. He got trapped in there. There. There you go. Trapped him. I didn't mean to. Well, he got trapped again. So I'm hoping that this, what I'm making right now, is becoming more obvious to you now what the layout is going to kind of be. I'm gonna explain kind of where things go, but I really do also want to get to building the entrance as well.
MacWright's fan asked, would you ever make a botanical garden park?
I have had that idea. Literally have had that idea. But I want to do that because I want to make a nature park, and that was also one of the things that I want to do next year for a stream park, is to make a nature park.
Well, I can actually help out with that because I've been making wall designs for botanical gardens.
And I want to have a big Japanese garden in it.
Well,
big Japanese garden section.
I can't help with that one because I suck at those. I tried to make one once and it looked hideous.
Literally though, like the only botanical gardens I've actually ever been to in real life is in San Francisco.
Ghastly Gengar asked, will there be anime in the Japanese garden?
No, I'm not Con. Literally, Con has a whole park that is just a garden with Japanese anime in it.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Here, we can go up here. What about a Japanese spa park? No. No. Somebody else can make that.
Don't really want to overdo the whole
Japanese
style.
I just want a section of it to be a Japanese garden. That's it. I don't want a whole Japanese park. So, on the lower cliff, here is gonna be Frankenstein's laboratory, and up here will be Dracula's castle. I have no idea what's gonna go here at the moment, but that's just my idea that Dracula's castle is gonna be here, Frankenstein's laboratory is gonna be here. Salem and Sleepy Hollow are gonna be in here, and then there's gonna be some things in there for to get like teleported into the mummy and stuff, and there's gonna be zombies somewhere. I'm gonna do this part later, but I just wanted to show you guys the shape of the cliff. So goes up high and then wraps around here. So there's going to be a lot of detailing involved. This part is also going to be stuff as well. But I do want to start working on this water. And the entrance. How much time do I have left in the stream?
An hour.
Good. It's about as much time I wanted.
Gasliganger asked, do you fully plan out Cinema Land, and if so, how many rides have you already planned out?
There's not going to be a whole lot of rides in Cinema Land. There's going to be the dark ride, which is going to take up the most and be the biggest. There's also going to be like a typical tram ride that you see in most movie studios. So there's going to be, on the top part, there's going to be like some movie studio sets. And there's going to be a very special land, probably somewhere near the back, that is literally going to be where a lot of the flat rides and stuff are, where the rides are going to be based off of like concession stand snacks.
Yeah, which kind of also half answers the question from Rabbits already. Are you going to do the slushy coaster?
Yeah.
Probably, and I'll help out with that. Because I've already planned it out twice in my park. Yeah.
Because I was having problems with the math, though, like always. It's a very difficult thing. Yes, there's going to be Sanderson Sisters in Salem. And also a nod to the original Witches of Salem from the Crucible. I have a like I said before too, something else I forgot to mention this time as well for people that didn't hear last time is that all the rides in this Halloween park are gonna have some element of dark ride. So like even though there's gonna be coasters, part of them will be dark rides as well. So every ride in this park will have an element of dark ride to it. Except for probably the swan boat ride here in the front.
Got another question which I don't really understand, but...
Hold on. Wilda got trapped. Have fun trying to get out of there in the dark, Wilda. In the Cinemaland dark ride? I'm not even halfway. Not even halfway with that at all. Because literally right now I'm still in the old movie section. And right after the last part, because I made Gone with the Wind, there's gonna be another Gone with the Wind section, and then it's gonna go into the romance movies. And then after the romance movies are the action films and sci-fi films. So yeah, it's just... it's not even halfway. Not even.
DJ. Urgent question. Smoky paprika chicken or slow cooked lamb?
Are you gonna have dinner?
I would say smoky paprika chicken.
I don't know. Slow cooked lamb sounds delicious, but...
My problem with slow cooked is that a lot of things that are slow cooked taste very bland. So that's why I'm going for the smoky paprika chicken. Because things that are smoked are always good.
So now we get to work on this entrance. So this... they're gonna walk this way. And I'm gonna build... because I also want people to be able to go in and out this way as well, rather than just taking the swan boat rides. So this is gonna be like a little boathouse over here. We're gonna build that.
DJ said, thanks for choosing my dinner, Peter.
So this is gonna be like a little boathouse. And most boathouses actually do it like this. Because I used to live by a lake. And most boathouses will include the boats going up into them. So this might just be a little house, actually. Or I'm just gonna have a dock. I think I'm just gonna build a dock. I was just saying this last week, Ghastly Ganger, that one thing I wish the Den would add is the ability to choose different vehicles for rides. So like the Swan Boat ride, I wish that you could choose like a boat.
Like a rowboat, kind of like in like the original Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
Yeah.
Like those little rowboats were nice.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing that I wish he would do. I think animatronics would make the game even slower than it already is.
Yeah.
And then people would complain.
The whole problem people always have is that they expect too much from Roblox and their computers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you're already lagging right now, running a very light game, how on earth do you expect your computer to be able to run animatronics? Or fireworks, for that matter, and those people that suggested those. Or parades.
That would just, like, do people know, like, okay, like, with the whole fireworks thing, for example, like, whenever people crash a coaster in Roblox, I mean, in Theme Park Tycoon, it literally, like, just lags the whole server. Now just imagine that continuously happening over and over and over again, and that's what fireworks would be like.
Also, to answer Ghastly Gamer, or Ghastly Gengar's question, there was an original Theme Park Tycoon, which obviously, because otherwise it wouldn't be called Theme Park Tycoon 2, but it is not available anymore because Roblox pretty much broke it to the point where it's unplayable right now. What I meant with the rowboats is the Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 game, the one that was made by Chris Sawyer.
Sitting here trying to figure out what to do. To hide this entrance.
The person who made Theme Park Tycoon, the original one, is also Dennis. Dennis made the original Theme Park Tycoon. He also made all the 4 pool tycoons. He's working on the 5th now, because Roblox also destroyed the first 3. Pool Tycoon 4 is still playable, but very limited.
Oh, I just had an idea. I just had an epiphany, an epiphany. door over here. So you can't. Oh. My collisions were off. Now will they walk through it? No? Well, I know what I can do. A doorway.
Rabbit just said something funny. She said that she told Addie to put food in the microwave for 45, and Addie put the food in there for 4,500. So she now has a plate of nuclear waste.
That's what happens whenever you leave kids in charge. They can walk through that now. Yeah, there we go. I had to remember how to do that. Like, I didn't remember.
Yeah, to answer DJ's question, there will, when Pool Tycoon 5 comes out, there will obviously be videos of that on this channel too.
Oh yeah.
There might even be exclusives on here before the game gets released if Den agrees on that. We'll see about that. Haven't even asked him about that yet because it's not far enough yet at all for any of that anyway. Would be fun to have some exclusive stuff.
That would be fun.
Yeah, just have some stuff. Let Den check it if he agrees with it, so he knows what is being released. So he has control over it. Because he always likes to post little sneak peeks on Twitter, and he always tries to hide little things in places so people have to find them. So if we would be able to do something together with Den, that'd be interesting. Charizard asked if there's going to be a place where fans can build.
In this one, no. But I am gonna do another a Let's Build Together part next year. That is a plan. Sorry, I'm concentrating because I'm trying to think about how I'm going to do this building.
There's a good question from Charizard. When did we meet each other?
Well, our 7-year anniversary is coming up.
In December.
In December.
It was around the 11th of December in 2011.
Yep. actually need this part of the building to come out. So... Ah, I deleted the path. Do it like this. Is anyone going to build Star Wars Land in Disneyland? I don't know. I have to wait until it even comes out. Gotta see what it's like first. All right now, all we have is concept art and a model. We have literally zero idea of what the rides are gonna be like. We only have just theories at this point because all we've seen is concept art of it. I actually think I'm gonna make this building shorter.
Whole thing too about the Star Wars Land is that I'm just hoping that they're not going to do the same as they did with the Inside Out part.
What do you mean?
Because that was the biggest disappointment ever. They had like all this concept art for those shops and stuff, and it just turned out as like some sort of Hot Topic store, pretty much.
Yeah, well, they say they have big plans for the way they're gonna do Star Wars Land, but that is yet still to be seen. I mean, literally, like every single day, like, cause I follow some people on Twitter. Like every single day, they're just reporting how badly Pixar Pier was constructed. How it was so rushed and it's already like falling apart.
Yeah, like they placed a fountain for they placed a Incredibles fountain, and it was already rusty.
And the signs for the Fast Pass signs for Incredicoaster, there is none. It's still just a piece of plastic that says Incredicoaster over California Screaming. It's like, how long has this been going on now? And the sign for the Fast Pass is cracking and falling apart. I just feel like they just were just way too rushed when it came to making Pixar Pier. They could have done a way better job, but they're just being rushed and feeling like they need to fill up their park with stuff whenever they could just be working on Star Wars Land and people would be happy. Marvel Land does seem cool. I just hope that it wasn't as rushed as Pixar Pier was. I hope it is not as rushed. Okay, so for the roof here. Gonna grab this and concrete. And do that. So this way we can give the building on the outside a kind of distressed look, but you can't really do it over here because this is where the walking path is. Which what I could do with that is just do that. That way I can put two distressed things here. Oh, they had to pathfind again. They're like, oh, what'd you do? Stuff. You can find the path. Find it. There you go. Really? Does it make it so difficult for you because it goes around? Person found it. This morning when I loaded in the Halloween park, the pathfinding was all off and they were all huddled in the wrong spot and I had to fix it. Sometimes the pathfinding just gets so messed up. It seemed fine down here now though. So now we can add some distressed blocks there, and there, and there. Not there. Nor there. Just a few spots on that side, and then here. Brick. one. And this one. There we go. And then come in here and do this. This looks really bothersome right there. I'm gonna fix this to do this. And then this one. There we go. And the roof. Roof. And then this roof. This. That looks super weird. I think I need to just keep this one flat. Too. Yeah, looks good. I see Peter talking about the graphics card in the chat.
Well, Ghastly Gengar said he hopes that one day scientists will find a way to get rid of lag. And like, well,
that already exists.
It already exists. People just don't have the money to afford them. I mean, most people that play Roblox play on bad laptops from the 2000 era.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna use some no collision up here on this roof. Ta-da. Now it blends. Now
That's the whole thing that's funny to me always. Most people here are sitting here playing on laptops that are like from the 2000 era, and in the meantime I'm sitting here playing on a heavy-duty self-built computer, and I call it outdated.
Yeah, that's true. People are like, we're trapped. It's like, I'll fix it in a moment, people. Calm down. Calm down. I want the path to be pebbles.
Oh, DJ just gave me 500 bits.
And he says Kappa 500. Here you go, Peter.
Is that my tip? Because I helped him decide dinner.
I guess.
Yeah, he just said on behalf of my dinner. And birthday.
There we go. That makes more sense to have the path like that. Okay. So this is the building, and then the important part is the sign, which I need a decal for this. We need to make one this week. So I'm gonna have this go rid of this piece because we'll keep this piece fat. And then here. Another thing Den could do is look at all this space for tabs. Let's organize some of these props, please. I just realized though that I put this right on the edge. So now I can't put that there, huh? Nope. 10-10, Amanda! You go back farther. Now, there is a concept that, if you don't understand, that the front part of this little island here is also gonna look a little bit like a campsite. Because it's supposed to be like a dark fairy tales, and what do you do whenever you go camping? You tell ghost stories. So this is a boathouse. This is supposed to be like a camp house, and then there's gonna be little camp here, and then there's gonna be the swan ride. So it's like you're starting out, and it's like ghost stories, and you can go on the boat to hear all the ghost stories.
DJ just sent a picture of the meal he got. It looks very good so far. Let's hope it tastes good too.
Right. And I realize I only have about 10 more minutes.
Ghastly Gengar just said every time you say swan ride, it sounds like swamp ride.
Swamp! I'm probably gonna make a decal for this, but right now this is just gonna be the sign. Blue Gamer, if you want to make a Dark Tales logo, go ahead. And then we're gonna go to nature now. We need some bushes. And then go here. And I want this one. This way. So this is like the camp lodge or the boathouse and stuff. And then over here we're gonna have a little bit of a camp. See a gigantic Christmas tree back there. One tent. And this is straight right here, right? So this is gonna go right here, and then the dock will be straight ahead there. One thing is, like, I want this to look kind of like a log cabin. So let's actually grab a decal here instead of this plank wood. Oh yeah, that one's out of boundaries though. That's where it comes in at. So let's see here. Take these around. Gonna make those light wood. Just keep it the same color. That actually looks pretty good, actually. And then... there we go. That actually looks kind of good. I like it. Okay, so I have the pattern figured out over there. I'll just add some more tents now. Oh, I only got 2 minutes. Just look in the chat, somebody saying, you only got 2 minutes. I'm like, no! So, is everybody kind of understanding what exactly the plan is over here now? Like for the entrance. Like the entrance is gonna kind of look like a little like camp. Ah, trash! DJ Juckling gave us 245 bits saying Kappa 245, fine then. What are you guys talking about?
I told him to raid his dinner with bits. So, well, if it's 245 bits worth, that's some pretty good food.
I'm gonna block this off. Come on, dude, walk back this way. Come here, come here. Stay over there. I always think it's funny when it does that. Stay over there. Okay. So this part's gonna be like a little camp. and then there's gonna be like a swan boat ride, and the swan boat ride is gonna kind of go around over here to where all the dark tales are. So this is, it's kind of like the campsite is like a different universe, and it's like these people are sitting here around. We're gonna be a campfire here, so let me just place it down. So there's gonna be like a little campfire. You know? And it's like they're sitting there and they're gonna start telling these dark, spooky fairy tales. And then they get transported over here into this world. So it's a pretty cool concept. I hope you guys think. What do you guys think of that idea? For the entrance. Just want to know what you guys think. Say your thoughts before I turn off the stream. Rabbids is claiming a tent. I think it's kind of funny how we actually fit in these things. So it's gonna be like dark, spooky campground little thing, and then it's leading a boat ride over to the spooky fairy tales. Okay. So, I don't know if I'll be on after the stream, Blue Gamer. But, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. You're excited for Halloween. Woo! And, you'll see the stream park again, the PJBAMM park, next week on a creation video. So you guys keep an eye out for that. Schedule's gonna be the same. So there's still going to be a tutorial, there's still going to be a let's build. And there's gonna be the water rides. Top 10 water rides. So, see you guys next Saturday. Bye!